David Linus Microchip Lieberman is a fictional character in the Marvel Comics universe. Created by writer Mike Baron and artist Klaus Janson, he first appeared in The Punisher #4 as an ally of the Punisher for many years. He assisted the Punisher by building weapons, supplying technology and providing friendship, though in more recent publications, Microchip gradually evolved from the Punisher's friend to a bitter villain. Fictional character biography. David Linus Microchip Lieberman was a legendary computer hacker in the early days of the hacking business, performing numerous scams and hacks still held in awe today, until one scam brought him too close to real-world criminals, forcing him to go into retirement as a quiet, unassuming businessman. This ended when his nephew, attempting to follow in his favorite uncle's footsteps, was caught and killed after accidentally hacking into the private computers of Wilson Fisk. While personally investigating his nephew's murder, Lieberman met and started collaborating with the Punisher. Microchip's help proved invaluable to Castle. He served not just as a hacker and cyber investigator. Micro also helped Castle manage and launder his finances, set up and equip Castle's safehouses, train Castle in more specialized skills for his war on crime, and obtain hard-to-get ammunition and equipment. Less obsessed with the Castle's personal war, Microchip also acted as a de facto counselor to Castle. Over time, more of his past history was revealed. His father had been forced to create weapons against his will well before Microchip was born. In the same issue, he mentions his sister as a happy housewife in Fort Lauderdale. Micro has an illegitimate son named Louis Froelich. Louis is killed while trying to assist Frank Castle in a hostage exchange. Micro is capable of fighting on his own, such as when he took on an assassination ring threatening his godson's family. He also takes on less violent crime. When he discovers his new neighbor is being scammed by a charity, he destroys it from within, not by violence but by computer trickery. This ultimately sends a recording of the administrator's plans to fans of yodeling music. Despite everything, he is always considered his weight a problem. At one point he signs himself into a fat camp, though it goes unexpectedly as the administrators ran speed. Later he loses his left pinky finger when the Kingpin sends it to Frank as part of a blackmail attempt. He is let free from the Kingpin's custody when the arranged deal is accomplished. The Punisher Warzone, the Punisher's 1992 spin-off entitled The Punisher Warzone, was launched, written by Chuck Dixon and penciled by John Romita, Jr. It later turned into an Art of Continuity anthology. The first issues included character arcs for Micro, where Linus goes so far as to see a psychiatrist and take up acting in theater as part of his therapy. After Castle discovers this, the two have a disagreement and Micro goes into hiding, working as a barman. Microchip develops a friendship with Mickey Fondozzi, a mafia soldier whom Frank recruits to his side. The two work on operations together, such as infiltrating the Secret Empire, a multifaceted criminal organization. After the Punisher's seeming death in attacking a criminal meet-up, Microchip and Mickey find themselves literally on the street, their escape vehicle surrounded by police. When Microchip refuses to destroy the vehicle, as it would kill innocent cops, Mickey abandons him. Apparent death. Ultimately, Castle and Micro had one final fallout just before the cancellation of all three major Punisher titles in 1995. This fight came to an end in the closing issues of the Punisher War Journal. Micro had a falling out with Castle due to their disagreements over his methods, his feeling that Castle had lost sight of their original goals and had gone over the edge. Soon after, Micro then tried to replace Castle with a new hand-picked Punisher, former Navy SEAL Carlos Cruz. Micro and Castle eventually came face-to-face in one of Micro's safehouses in what appeared to be a final confrontation. A gun battle ensued between the two former partners. This battle was interrupted by rogue SHIELD agent Derek Stone Cold Smalls, who had been part of a program to take down vigilante groups and had himself gone vigilante. Smalls fires a rocket into the safe house, killing Microchip. Castle later moves on, unsure if he would have really slain Microchip himself. Dark Reign. During the Dark Reign storyline, Hood brings Microchip back from the dead and offers to bring his nephew back to life if he helps in dealing with the Punisher. Microchip later sends Magatak to attack Punisher's hacker ally Henry. To start off Hood's revival ritual of the Castle family after Punisher was captured, Microchip shoots G.W. Bridge in the head to resurrect Microchip and Punisher's families. Unfortunately the Punisher refuses in threatening Firebrand to burn them alive, leaving Microchip lost to his son. In the Blood, in the Punisher, in the Blood mini-series, the Punisher returns to New York City and vows to find Microchip and make him pay for murdering G.W. Bridge. Microchip is knocked unconscious by Jigsaw. While Microchip is captive in Jigsaw's warehouse mansion, he is visited by Stuart Clark, who is the Punisher's old ally. Stuart explains his girlfriend was killed by the Punisher and swears to make him accountable, but his revenge failed. Stuart walks away and tells him that the Punisher is coming. When the Punisher is captured, Jigsaw allows him to kill Microchip by slashing his throat. Jigsaw's son Henry Russo learned his father was manipulating the Punisher and helps him to escape. Powers and abilities: Microchip is an expert computer hacker, weapons expert, and mechanic. Other versions: Max, in the Punisher, Max universe Microchip has been presumed dead for some time. However, he returns to attempt to pressure Castle into working for the CIA's Black Ops unit to participate in the hunt for terrorists. The Punisher declines, as he prefers his autonomy to indentured service to an institution such as the government. Microchip confesses to Castle that the source of funding for the operation came from the CIA funneling arms and heroin out of Afghanistan. Castle gives Micro a chance he has not given his victims since before he officially assumed the role of the Punisher, the chance to run. Microchip declines, obligated to help Castle in a CIA mafia firefight. Taking a possibly mortal injury in the fight, Micro attempts to humanize Castle again, only to be met with a point-blank shotgun round to the head. Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. Microchip, here a former member of the U.S. Air Force, aids the Punisher in killing off the world's heroes and villains due to his bitterness over having lost his legs to Dr. Octopus. In other media, television, Microchip appeared with the Punisher in the 1990s Spider-Man cartoon voiced by Robert Axelrod. His nickname was Chip rather than Micro, and he tended to act as Frank's conscience, urging him to use the non-lethal weaponry. In the Agents of SHIELD episode The Writing on the Wall, Microchip is mentioned by Skye as a crime scene junkie, who is among her network of hackers. Films: Microchip was included in an early draft of 2004's The Punisher by Michael France. Microchip appeared in 2008's Punisher, Warzone film portrayed by Wayne Knight. In the film, no explanation is given as to how he came to work with the Punisher, although he appears to support his war on crime. Although Microchip does show genuine concern for the Punisher, whom he calls by his real name. He lives with his mother, who is physically disabled and can barely move, and Frank even shows concern toward her well-being. When Jigsaw and Looney Bin Jim hear about him, they kill his mother, kidnap him, and give the Punisher a choice to either kill Microchip or Angela Donatoli and her daughter Grace, or they will kill all three. Microchip heroically offers his own life, but the Punisher instead uses his one bullet on Looney Bin Jim, killing him. An enraged Jigsaw then promptly shoots Microchip in the head, killing him. The Punisher, now enraged, frees Angela and Grace before brutally dispatching Jigsaw. Video games: Microchip had a cameo in the side-scrolling beat-em-up Punisher arcade game, in the Continue screen, giving the Punisher CPR. Although not actually seen, Microchip is featured in the 2000 Spider-Man video game voiced by Christopher Quarry Smith. He is heard talking to the Punisher when he attempts to snipe Spider-Man. Microchip is a playable character in The Punisher, No Mercy on the PSN platform. In the played-on game Marvel, Avengers Alliance on Facebook, it was revealed that he drives Punisher's battle van when the move is used in battle. References: Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe Vol. 47, Shoyle, William. Comic Book Heroes of the Screen. Carol Pub. Group. PA 155. ISBN A0-80651-252-0. The Punisher number 46, Punisher Vol. 2 number 9, Punisher Annual number 1, Punisher Annual number 3, The Punisher Annual 4, The Punisher number 53, Daredevil number 307-309. Nomad number 4-6. Punisher War Journal number 46-48, Punisher Warzone number 23, Punisher War Journal Vol. 1 number 79, The Punisher Volume 7 number 4-5, The Punisher Volume 7 number 8, The Punisher Volume 7 number 10, Punisher, In the Blood number 1, Punisher, In the Blood number 2, Punisher, In the Blood number 4, The Punisher Volume 5 number 6, Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, Behind the Scenes with the Punisher, written by Michael France. Retrieved September 3, 2007. External links, Michael Midnight's Jewish Supers List.